Hey everybody, welcome in or welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a coloring haul. I have coloring books, color by numbers, tons of acrylic markers. I think there are some alcohol markers in there, gel pens. So I have a bunch of stuff to show you today. So grab a drink, grab a snack. Hopefully this won't be too long, but usually I breeze through things pretty quickly, so hopefully we can breeze through stuff pretty quick. Okay, so let's get to art supplies first, or coloring supplies first, the markers and the gel pens. This I got from TJ Maxx. This is the King Art acrylic markers, the 48 set, and no shaking needed, and these are 2mm bullet tips. They come in this little box with this little it's like a carrying case. It's cute. I'm actually going to keep them in this because it's nice and neat. I think the only one I'm missing out of here is black because I was using it last night. A lot of this stuff I've been using, I've been collecting and collecting and collecting, and I've been using it as it comes in, but I have not hauled it yet, so sorry. This is what the marker looks like. It's like a thinner one. And this is the nib, the bullet nib. Get a piece of paper. I'm not going to swatch every single color today in every single box. We'll be here for days. So I'm just going to swatch, one color or maybe two. These, I bought these before other ones. Before I discovered the Guangna and the Lango acrylic gel pens. So I've been on the hunt forever for an acrylic marker that has ample enough coverage that would also, that would cover lines and numbers and letters in the color by number books without me having to layer so many layers on top of it after they dry. And these have been pretty nice so far. And I like that it's a thin tip. It gets into the little small spaces. Pretty nice. Okay. Next thing I discovered were these acrylic markers. This is a 120 set. I got this from Temu. These are a fine tip. These are 2.6mm. I think, about the same, a little bit thinner. Tells me stored horizontally. Yes, 120 set. Pretty colorful. You may see a couple missing because along the way I've been using them and they're a little out of order. But let's see, let's pick out a red. And this is an even smaller tip. This gets into the really small spaces. And these have pretty decent coverage. I'm not gonna lie. They have coverage, but the lighter colors, you will need layers. And with a thin tip, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to have to put layers on if you're using a thin tip. But these, did the job at the time when I had hardly anything else. Then I also found these from TJ Maxx. These are the King Art dual tone acrylic paint markers. This is a 12 set and it's 2 colors per marker, so there's 24 colors. And these are flexible brush tips, and this is a water-based acrylic ink. Can use on most surfaces, no shaking needed. I'm missing a color, of course. Oh, I think I'm missing, oh no, I'm not missing my red. And here's the tip, a nice brush tip. two colors. And these were wonderful when I first got them. I love them. Problem is, it's only 24 colors. So it only gets you so far, especially in these Disney Hatchet Hero books. You know, they have a lot of colors in these Hatchet Hero books, especially skin tones. And there's not really skin tones in here. So that's a con. But other colors, pinks, blues, reds, some whites, your basic black, and a gray, a dark gray and a light gray. Yes, they have it. Can you get by in maybe a different type of cheaper book that's not really necessarily Hatchet Heroes where there's skin tone involved? Sure, you can. I think they're a great marker. They were worth the price. They were $9.99 at TJ Maxx. And these are all the colors that come in here. So I don't know which one I'm actually missing. It may be the purple. I gotta find it. That one I lost in the sauce somewhere along the way. I don't know if it fell under my bed. Next, I splurged on these. I had some coupons at Michael's. I had a 30% off. I have a $5 off and a $10 off coupon. So, and they were about to expire. I didn't want to buy any more yarn because I have God knows how much, and like my crocheting has slowed down a little bit and my coloring has picked up. So I figured I'd try the Posca brand. These are the portrait colors, skin tone colors. There's 8 in here. These are 5mm, I think these are 1.8 to 2.5 millimeter. I don't know. These you have to shake. And here are the colors. These are your basic, well, very basic skin tone. There's a lot more skin tones out there, but I did need some darker skin tones. I do have Moana's and Princess and the Frog, that princess, I can't think of her damn name. But darker skin tones, the color. And, you know, I didn't have those colors. Or I didn't have really good colors. So these you shake. These are a little bit thicker, but here's the nib. And when you first get them, you have to prime the nib and press down. These worked pretty good, but I'm going to be quite honest with you. It doesn't take much with using these, especially if you're trying to layer. You don't have to layer as much, but they can get a little streaky if you move too fast. And they will tear your paper to shreds. These bullet nibs, they're a little rough around the edges, and they will tear your paper will start balling up on itself. Yeah. Other than that, they worked pretty good. They did the job at the time. You know, what else can I say? They work, and were they worth the money? Yeah, they were originally $29.99. I got $15 off plus an extra 30% off. So I think, considering that I got that much money off, they were worth it. Then I picked these up. I picked these up on Amazon. Oops, my address. Really smart of me, right? Really smart. Let me just turn it around. These were supposedly Guangna, but I think they're a different brand. Ellie Lunar. These are skin tone colored acrylic markers. And of course they don't have darker browns in here. They have all the lighter skin tones. Yes, they are the Guangna brand. Are they my favorite Guangna brand? No. They, you know, are they my favorite out of the Guangna, whatever Guangna makes? No. These are okay. These are double-sided. One's a brush tip, one is a bullet tip. Here's your bullet tip. They're okay. The brush side works better than the bullet tip. The bullet tip will shred your paper. Here's the brown. And this is like a mauvey brown. It's not like a brown skin tone I would be looking for. I'd be looking for more like this and this. But in a pinch, if there's a color in here that I absolutely need, they work. You know, they're not horrible. But are there better things to buy? Of course. There's always something better. Okay, I also picked these up from TJ Maxx. These were $9.99. These are the King Art acrylic paint markers, a 12 set, the pastels. And these are a bullet tip. Let me take out a color. They slide out like this. These are a little bit thicker. A little bit bigger nib. I haven't really had a chance to use these too much. I'm hoping I can use them in one of my books, which I will talk about. It's full of pastels, and these would really come in handy. So these are the King Art acrylic paint markers, 12 set of pastels. These are nice, and you don't have to shake these either. Okay, moving on. I got these from TJ Maxx for $4.99. These are the King Art glitter gel pens. This is a 12 set. Here is the pen. Lots of ink in here. They give you a lot of ink. Here's the, I think it's a 1mm. 1.0 millimeter tip, which is my favorite. And they write pretty smooth. They have really good coverage. And they're very glittery, like they're supposed to be. And these are all the colors that come in the pack. I have to find a home for them. I can't keep them in this broken plastic, but next I found these at TJ Maxx. I've been doing a lot of shopping, you guys. Something I shouldn't be doing, but I did. I have. I don't know how much I paid for them. There's no price on them, but these are dual tip alcohol markers. It's a 48 set. Top to bottom. I really haven't had a chance to use these just yet. What's the brand? Is there any brand on these? Flomo. These are double-sided. They have a chisel tip and a fine tip. This is the hot pink. Crappy swatch. Sorry. Oh, and here is the fine tip. And that's the chisel. And these are, you know, on the thinner side, but they're nice. Typical alcohol marker, bleeds through. So if you're using alcohol markers, you know, be careful on where you're coloring. Make sure you lay your papers on the back, in the back of the paper. Next, I have a gift. Well, a lot of these were gifts. Some of them Julio had bought me. This one Julio definitely bought me. I pestered him for these. These are the Ohuhu Honolulu alcohol markers in I believe these are my pastel ones. I hope I picked up the right box. And these are brush and chisel tips. These are 48 colors. Yes, these are the pastels. I'm gonna pick up color. I love these. I love alcohol markers. I think they're the best that you can possibly buy. They have a nice brush tip. I've used them in some of my big and bold coloring books so far. I love them. And a really nice brush tip. The brush tip is really nice to use. It does come with a little plastic thing in the back that you can put in the back, but it's really not big enough to put in the back of your thing, your paper. Let me move you up. Next, let me show you. I bought this pencil case. I got this from Amazon. Sorry guys, I got a phone call. My video cut out, so hopefully there's not too much interruption. But I was showing you that I bought this pencil case. Sorry, it looks very bright, but it has little pumpkins, little mouses on it. I got this from Amazon to put my ZSCM glitter gel pen collection in here. I did get new ZSCM glitter gel pens. I got the brown and skin tone colors. They only have one light beige and the rest are all browns, but I needed them. I don't have them. I don't really have a lot of glitter gel pens in brown. So yes, I filled this up. This fits about, I think, 168 pens. May fit more pencils, but I'm probably going to pick up another one because I have some Guangna acrylic pen markers coming in, the 168 set, and I'm gonna need a case for them. So next I wanted to share these with you. These are my Guangna acrylic markers. I already put them in a box. It was just easier to put them in a case. Oh, here's a missing marker from another kit. These are wonderful. You shake them. You don't have to press the tip down. These are brush tips. Why is this so bright? Let me get a darker color. Blue. Can you see this? Okay, that looks a little bit better. I turned off my flash. I don't know. Oh, that looks better. I don't know what's going on with my camera, you guys. But yeah, let's do a little swatch. Now these markers, what can I say about these markers? They are smooth. They have great coverage, even though with some of the lighter pastel colors or skin tone colors, you may have to do a second or third coat depending on where you're working. If you're working in a Hatchet Heroes book or a Color by Numbers book and you're trying to cover up your numbers, if you are that type of person, then you may have to go in for a second or third coat. If you don't care, because there are a lot of people I've discovered out there who do Hatchet Hero books, and I mean they color them and they let the lines show right through. They could care less. And to each his own, but yeah, so if that is you and you don't care about your line showing through, then you only need like one coat. But I mean, if you want it to look really nice and you don't want lines showing through, you might need another coat if it's a lighter color. Okay, let me raise you up. I just battled myself closing this, but okay. These are my glitter ones. I purchased the Lango acrylic pens. I got the acrylic ones. I already have the glitter ones, the full set. And then I purchased the Lango's acrylic pens for my books. Now, the one thing that I was told by somebody in a Facebook coloring group that I'm in, and that I learned on my own, with these particular acrylic pens, they are not like the glitter ones. You have to press down to get the ink to flow. You have to press down on the ball. But like, see how much coverage? I mean, the coverage is insane with these. They're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. But if you press down too hard and for too long, oh, here are all the colors. I put them somewhat in order. They do come with skin tones, which I was really happy about that. And then, you know, I put them in the same case as my glitter. Oh, and I didn't show you guys. I also bought these. These are what I'm expecting in the mail. Hopefully any day now from Temu. These acrylic marker high gloss. I got these from TikTok. I got the pink and the green ones from TikTok. I did not order them from TikTok, the full set, because they were like $154. So I think I ordered, I ordered them from Temu and I got them for $120. So there was no getting around paying $100 or more for them. But $120 was a lot cheaper than $154. They call them acrylic high gloss markers, but they're a gel pen. They're an acrylic gel pen. Just trying to close this up. These cases get really thick and big. The pens take up a lot of room. Okay, let's get to the fun part, the books. First of all, I bought a pad of tracing paper to put in between my pages when I complete them, so they don't smudge, scratch, or you know, bleed or anything onto the next page. So this is the first color by numbers I got. It's called Cupcakes, Sweet Treats, and Colors by Number by Sachin Sachdiva. Here's the palette. And these are all like cupcakes. So each background is black and they have a color key to the left of each picture. I really want to try one of these today. And the numbers are light gray and then they have black outlines, which is really, really nice. The numbers look like they won't be too hard to cover up. So that's Cupcake Sweet Treats Color by Number. It's like a little mini book. Whoops. Then I got Color by Number Spooky Houses by Alexandra Franzese. Here's the color chart. And this is, they put your colors on this side. And they're all little spooky houses. You just color in. I thought this would be great for October to do a couple of pages. Okay, so that's Spooky Houses Color by Number. I got another book by Sachin. This is the Stained Glass Halloween Color by Number. I already did page 1, so I'm going to skip over that. And this is, you know, like a stained glass look to it. They have really cute pumpkins and little witch hats and stuff like that in here. I thought this would be perfect for spooky season too. So that's Stained Glass Halloween by Sachin Sachdev. Then I picked up my very first 50 Halloween miniatures by Camelia Anjakova. I don't have any books by her yet. Well, now I do. I saw this book on somebody else's channel, and I thought it was really cute that the page that they colored in. And what I love the most is that all these backgrounds are black, so I don't have to worry about a background. It's just coloring the subject matter. These are really adorable, you guys. So that's 50 Halloween miniatures. Okay, so then moving on to my French books. These are from France. I got the Disney Babies Mysteries. These are the Hatchet Hero book. And I will be a person that shows the solutions in the back in case somebody is curious about what pictures would be in this book if they wanted to buy it. But if you don't want to spoil the surprise, if you don't really care about mystery, you don't have to watch this part, but see, I went for this for anything that has Alice in Wonderland. I'm gonna go for or little Mickeys. I was really happy to see they had Chip and Dale in here. This is the one I'm currently working on. They have, let's see, 100 images in here. So, it's just a little sneak peek of what's in this book. This is the Disney Mysteries Babies. Now this one I am super excited about, you guys. I found out about this one on somebody else's channel. I'm not even going to begin to try to pronounce that, but this is the Color Mysteries Hatchet Little Heroes, or Little Hatchet Heroes, Care Bears book. They have 50 in this one. They don't have 100. I wish they put 100 in this one, but they didn't. I'm not going to show them all to you, but just a couple. Very pastel. So this is the pastel book I was talking about that I would use my pastel markers in. Very cute. These are very colorful, very pretty, very girly. So that's, in case you're curious what they look like too. See, that's how the picture looks. They have the color grid down here. They also have, in these type of books, over here, the color grid. where you can test out your markers or whatever you're using, color medium, and then write down the code to what number color it is, and that way you can pick out all your colors ahead of time. I think it's wonderful. I have Disney Color Mysteries. Now this one is the Illusion book, which I like it. I've been coloring in it. I've done a couple in it so far. But what I don't like is the dark image. It's supposed to be an illusion. This is not the image you're going to get when you color all the numbers in. You're going to get a different image. So they put one image in front, and then you get a mystery image that once you're done coloring, you get something else. These dark lines of the image on top are very, very hard to cover up. You need really good markers to cover them up, or multiple layers. Just a couple sneak peek what's in here. So that's the Color Mysteries Disney Illusions book. And the last one that I got was the Disney Princesses Mystery Coloring Book, Hatchet Little Heroes. I don't know what the difference is between Hatchet Heroes and Hatchet Little Heroes. These are all Disney princesses. Done a couple in here already, but you guys will see them at the end of the month. There was one for Halloween in here that I wanted to do, and one for Christmas. Here, that's the Halloween one I'm going to do for October. I don't know where the Christmas one is. Oh, here you go. This is the Christmas one. So I'll do that for the month of December or November. So that's the Disney Princesses Hatchet Little Heroes Mystery Coloring Book, you guys. And that is it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed seeing all my markers and all the stuff I've collected and all my coloring books. I've been loving working in coloring by numbers. They're super fun. They're just very entertaining to use. So I really hope you enjoyed your time here today. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way you get notified of any new videos I upload. If you are returning, thank you for returning and joining me in today's video. I really hope you enjoyed your time here today. Hopefully I didn't enable you too much. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend coming up, a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one.